Okay, so this will be about John Bolton quotes, and they're pretty intense. Like he's such a warmonger, piece of crap, and so let's see here. This is just the Donald Trump quote. I am pleased to announce that effective 4/9/18, John Bolton will be my new national security advisor. I am very thankful for the service of General H.R. McMaster, who has done an outstanding job and will always remain my friend. There will be an official contact handover, blah, 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 contract handover. So here's some. I'm just gonna skip to the quotes because these are so freaking nuts. All right, so on wanting to go to war with Iraq, he was quoted as saying, "We should not have invaded Iraq in 2003. Instead, we should have finished the job in 1991 after ridding Kuwait of Iraqi aggressors," which I kind of agree with. Uh, it was, you had the Gulf War, illness, and you had all kinds of contributing factors to just, if you would have just continued the war back then, I don't know, maybe more people would have died of Gulf War illness. I don't know. Maybe is that why they left? I'm not sure. Do you remember the Gulf War illness? I'm pretty sure that the vaccines caused it. And that's what all the troops say, that after they got the vaccines, everyone got like really sick. So, just saying. So the rest of the quote, I'm sorry. We were told then that the Arab coalition members, especially Syria's Assad dictatorship, would object to overthrowing Saddam. Of course. Perhaps they were seriously worried they were next. Yeah. I mean, and then he says, too bad they weren't. Like, too bad we didn't go freaking kill these people. Too bad we didn't overthrow Assad, which was what Obama was doing his whole presidency. He was lying about saying that he's going to go get ISIS. We're going to go get ISIS. We're going to go get them where they sleep, and then he's, by the way, funding them from behind the scenes, leaving entire military bases filled, stockpiled with weapons, so that it just allowed these. He basically funded ISIS. The Hillary Clinton State Department um, and Obama are guilty of treason for supplying the enemy with weapons. You're supposed to destroy all the munitions, all of the tanks, everything. You're supposed to destroy it in the military bases when you leave. So when they left those military barracks open with all, that's why you saw ISIS driving down the road with those brand new trucks that they had, and the film crews just sitting there filming them. Like, what the? Where's the drones? Where's the dang drone? At least, I mean, when you have a huge cavalcade of ISIS going down the street in their brand new trucks, you gotta bomb them, dude. I'm sorry. At that point, you gotta bomb them. And then I'm not pro-war, but my God, I mean, Obama left us wide open, guys. Bush set him up. Bush set him up, and then Obama continued the treason, continued the war crimes, continued to fund our enemies. Look at Afghanistan still. There all the poppy plants and everything else. John Bolton is going to continue all this war on terror that was thought up by Israel, basically. It's not our war we're fighting. We're fighting a war for Israel. I swear to God. Okay, that's true. And that there is this, you got to read a book called The Empire of the City. It's about city states. It's about how city states run everything. And so you got one city state, Washington, D.C., that became a city state, I think, in like 89. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, look that up for yourself. 89, I'm thinking. And then the other city state, the Vatican. Then you got Israel's technically a city state. There's not just three city states, which is why the Washington, D.C. flag has 3 stars for each city state, right? But there's been changes since then, where there should be 4 stars on the Vatican flag and Washington, D.C. flag, and don't forget the City of London, which would be the third, technically, city-state that runs the planet. So, City of London runs all the world's finances. If you look at it, that's where all the big banks are, their headquarters. And these are the predatory banks that control everything. The IMF, the World Bank, the Bank of International Settlements, all that stuff, all headquartered there. And then you got DC. So that's the military arm. So the financial arm is London, DC is the military arm, and the Vatican would be the religious, and so isn't Israel technically. So they're both the religious arms of this New World Order macropolis that's been basically it's been designed to destroy sovereignty. All of these roundtable groups that come out of the London, and they pay for all of them. Look up the Rhodes Scholarship again, please. Look up the Rhodes Scholarship. Cecil Rhodes, the Rhodes Scholarship, how back then is like the 1850s. They were planning out global government and infiltration, you name it. And that's how they get us, is they have these roundtable groups that have these plans for long-term planning. The Council on Foreign Relations is the United States version of the Royal Institute of International Affairs. And that's the London think tank that openly plans global government, guys. And they use that money from the rich trillionaires, quadrillionaires. We don't even know how rich these people are. Most of their wealth is hidden. Queen Beatrix of the Netherlands owns Shell, for example. They don't pay any taxes. I always mention this. It's these tax-free foundations. It's philanthropists that hide their money, like Bill Gates, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the Carnegie Endowment, the Ford Foundation, the Clinton Foundation. You name it. There's so many of these philanthropists. They're gonna save the world. They're gonna save you from yourself. Let's get back to the John Bolton quotes here. I mentioned all the city-states and how they control everything, but John Bolton is definitely part of these think tanks. So, on wanting to go to war with Iran, he's saying that time is terribly short, but a strike can still succeed. The inescapable conclusion is that Iran will not negotiate away its nuclear program. Nobody is going to negotiate away the nuclear program. Once you got it, pretty much. And that's well known. There's no way. Look at Pakistan and how Afghanistan war. That's pretty much another reason why we're in Afghanistan. That's their covert. They're trying to basically infiltrate Pakistan from the border. And ISIS just goes into Pakistan, and then they get all their weapons and stuff. Pakistan's funding ISIS too, big time, major league, and I think that's kind of a Chinese alliance type deal. And when you really get into it, Clinton was like this Chinese spy and all this. I'm serious, guys. Look into this stuff. That Clinton was basically a Chinese spy. Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. That they were selling them all of our secrets, that all of our military big secrets, like covert space technology and stuff like that. Look up China Gate, that came out during the Clinton. Look up the Clinton Chronicles documentary. I forgot to tell you guys about that. The Clinton Chronicles. Write it down. Clinton Chronicles. Very, very good. I only got 5 minutes here, so I'm going to get back to these quotes. But look up the Clinton Chronicles. It has all that in there. They had the Monica Lewinsky basically covering up for Chinagate. So everybody was worried about the BJ in the office, while all of our military secrets were being sold to China for money. They profited off of it. So again, time is terribly short, but a strike can still succeed. The inescapable conclusion is that Iran will not negotiate away its nuclear program, nor will sanctions block its building a broad and deep weapons infrastructure. So he's saying that sanctions won't work, that only bombs will work. And that was from To Stop Iran's Bomb. And then it says Bomb Iran 2015. So he's all about that. He's all about bombing. Here's one more about North Korea. I mean, this is iffy. I mean, Kim Jong Un was threatening us. This is legit. This is like, he was. But a first. Listen to the quote first here. Given the gaps in U.S. intelligence about North Korea, we should not wait until the very last minute. It is perfectly legitimate for the United States to respond to the current necessity posed by North Korea's nuclear weapons by striking first. So he's saying that it's crazy, I think, to even mention nukes this day and age, especially with Fukushima and everything and all that radiation, and how we can just raise the safe levels for radiation. First off, that's a thing. California milk, it's iffy because you want to test it for radiation nowadays, because California coast is right. It's like Japan's here. Well, Japan's here, and then California coast is like over here. All that toxicity, all that stuff is going to go through the trade winds into California, into the United States. It's actually wrapped all the way around the northern hemisphere, all that radiation from Fukushima. And that's actually a thing where the the southern hemisphere, if you go south of the equator, and this is why I get Australian cheese and stuff like that, or I try to. It's because it's, or South American or whatever, and they got radiation-free products because their food isn't contaminated. All that radiation just sits in the northern hemisphere. And it's really nuts. Like, they've raised the safe levels. You should be taking, like I do, take the Alex Jones iodine, and it does work. It's proven to work. It's nascent iodine. Don't just like go in your bathroom and drink actual iodine or whatever, because that is poison. It's bound to other elements. And so yeah, if they do have more nukes and stuff, they're gonna have more fallout, which means we're going to suffer. We will get more radiation in our food, in our water. Not just that, I mean, seriously, we're talking about killing how many people? Millions of people? I mean, it's sick. This is sick. This guy is sick. He's not right. And for Trump to get this guy in there really shows he's blackmailed, because he was against this guy. Now that's going to be my next video, because I only got 13 minutes. I only got 15-minute videos right now. I just got a new camera. Just an update on the channel, so I don't have it in front of me. This is my roommate's camera. It's similar to this one, but it's over in my room. I don't want to just run over and get it right now and show you, but it's nice. It's got a lot of it's megapixel action, so it'll be like HD quality. It's not gonna be all blurry and shit like this video, and it's awesome. I'm gonna be moving soon. My job's, I'm kind of busy with my job. I'm studying to be an electrician. I'm an apprentice officially, so I'm an apprentice, yeah. So it's like going to college but getting paid to go to college. And I would definitely recommend it to anybody who's thinking about what I want to do. Do I want to pay for college? I can't afford it. Hey, dude, go do one of the trades. Be a carpenter, be a plumber, be an electrician, roofer. All these guys, they get paid to learn while they're working. So it's just hands-on learning, and being an electrician, you got to learn a lot of mathematics and stuff too. So I'm working on that. And I'll leave it at that, guys. And my next video, I'm going to try to just look at how Trump was against all the wars and stuff and compare that to John Bolton. I mean, it's totally obvious he's blackmailed. Trump is blackmailed, guys. Obama wasn't the first blackmailed president. Trump's not the first blackmailed president. And it's all right. Bye.